So in this video, we're going to have a look at using the brush tool and the pencil tool and the color picker tool, particularly the cloning tool. So this is made by a talented student. We've kind of stolen his idea. We want to fill in the gap here. We had two sets of bulging muscles, but it looked a bit nasty just with the text in between and sharp lines around the edge. So we've got them both on two separate layers at the moment. Let's show these layers, and you can see the two arms on either side. Let's rename them so we know which one's which. That one is arms on the left. This one is arms on the right. But in order to edit them, as in press eraser, you can only deal with one layer at once. So let's merge them. Shift and click to select multiple ones at the same time, and merge those layers. So we've just got the arms now. This is much better. So we could use the brush tool. We've already talked about the keyboard shortcuts here for the square brackets. But if you if you press I for the eyedropper, then you can get that particular color, and press B for the brush tool. It's going to look horrible because we're kind of drawing in just a solid color, which doesn't look right at all. Control-Alt-Z. One reason for it looking horrible is because I wasn't drawing in the normal mode. Let's try again. So I for eyedropper tool. Oops. And now when I do B, I can color in that color, but it still looks horrible. So let's try again. This time I'll use the rubber stamp tool. That's here. It's S is the keyboard shortcut. I'll make my brush much smaller again, same keyboard shortcuts. And I'm going to hold down Alt to say where I want to copy from. And then let's zoom in. And I can now copy from where the plus is to where the circle is, which is going to look nasty because I'm going to kind of repeat the geometry over here. But let's see, if I copy from over here, I can get a reasonable shade, especially if I make the brush much smaller. Alt, and we can kind of keep pressing Alt to copy from one place to another. Remember, you can press Shift and the square brackets to change how hard the edge is. I'll show you what I mean here. This is a hard edge, it looks solid. Shift and the square brackets. Alt and click from here. This is a soft edge. Bless you. So if I get kind of the muscle over here, another thing you can do is you can burn, which I wouldn't recommend on a real back. It would be painful. Where is it? Here we go. Dodge and burn. This is great for shading. So burning is good for kind of putting in like muscle definition. Control-Alt-Z if you don't quite like it. So you can kind of mark in where the muscular lines should go. And burn works with the same, like whatever shade it is, it will stay that shade, but it will just make it darker. So it was S for rubber stamp, click from here to here, Alt and click. And I know this is going to look horrible, but it's a good way to try it. So if you just want something simple, let's go for the brush tool. Hold down Alt with the brush tool selected, goes to the eyedropper. I'm just going to get that colour all the way across. Alt and click, there we go. And see if we can fill it in now, just using the burn tool for some muscle mass definition. What was that? Was that S? I can't remember, I should have written it down. O. So let's have kind of the shoulder blades. You can burn a much larger area if you want to make it darker. Get some shading in. Have a play and see if you can get something semi-realistic. So what have we gone through here? B for the brush tool, S for the clone tool, I for the eyedropper tool. Oh yeah, the last thing that we haven't said is changing the brush opacity. So if I've got a brush here, and I want to draw in a particular colour, let's kind of draw the head up here. This is slightly opaque, as in you can see the text behind it. If I press 1, it's very transparent. If I press 0, it's not transparent at all. So those number keys at the top allow you to change how opaque or how transparent your brush is.